Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman.
Well, look at our weather headlines as we head into the work week. We're going to be concerned about areas near the coast, especially Curry, Josephine, and western Siskiyou County for critical fire weather conditions due to some gusty winds and very low humidity. That offshore wind, that Checo effect, is also going to make for some pretty warm weather for the Brookings area as we head into our Monday. But all in all, it's looking pretty warm as we head into October, especially the 1st of October, likely getting up to around 90 or so in our west side valleys. And then the extended forecast looking quite dry. It's staying pretty tranquil for here in Southern Oregon and Northern California as we head into the new month and the new water year. Take a look at those winds. Very gusty overnight tonight near the coast and then up into the coastal mountains, and it pretty much stays that way through much of tomorrow. So we're going to be concerned about those critical fire weather conditions. Fires able to spread rapidly with gusty winds and very low humidity. Nothing too terribly strong for inland areas, maybe a little bit gustier through some of the high terrain in the region along the Cascades and Siskiyous, and then a little bit of a light breeze Tuesday afternoon. Winds still breezy at the coast, but as we get into the afternoon hours on Tuesday, that critical fire weather conditions in the region will subside, at least for where we do have this red flag warning in place. This is from 8 p.m. tonight through 11 a.m. Tuesday. Gusts as high as 30 to 40 miles per hour possible, especially through some of the higher terrain in this region. And with very low humidity, fires can spread quick. So very cautious. We're definitely not out of fire season, and fire danger remains high in general in Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, and Lake counties. Here's a look at your Monday forecast. Pretty warm along the coast, 70s and 80s. Thanks to that Checo effect and those blustery offshore winds. Down in Northern California, sunny today, for tomorrow, 84 in Wairika, 82 in Mount Shasta. We'll get up to 83 in Fort Jones, a little bit hotter as you get towards Happy Camp and Soames Bar. For your Monday on the east side, lots of sun, temperatures rebounding well up into the 70s, especially for Klamath Falls and Bly, up to 77. Into the Cascades, sunny, up to 71 for Lake of the Woods, 84 in Prospect and Butte Falls. And then in the Rogue Valley, a little bit above average, highs in the mid 80s. Fairly warm in the afternoon after a chilly start to tomorrow. Your bus stop forecast in the Rogue Valley starting off in the low to mid 40s in the morning at the bus stop, but coming home from school, it'll be pretty warm with those readings in the 80s and lots of sunshine. Take a look at Stormcast. It's going to stay sunny across the region for our Monday. Also looks pretty sun-filled as we go through the day Tuesday. A very quiet weather pattern as we head into October. There is going to be a dry cold front that comes through though into Wednesday, and that will at least drop temperatures back a bit. But the next couple of days, especially for the Brookings area, that Checo effect will really be cooking, and we'll be looking at those readings at least getting up above 80 degrees. And then in the Rogue Valley, we bump up on Tuesday up to around 90 or so, and then back down into the mid 80s on Wednesday. Still looking like a pretty above average stretch through much of this week. And then in the Klamath Basin, highs in the 80s again Tuesday and Wednesday. Your 7-day forecast shaping up like this. We'll see that Checo effect through much of this week. Fairly warm temperatures, maybe easing a little bit later this week for the coast. We'll be concerned though through Tuesday morning with those critical fire weather conditions. In Northern California, temperatures generally staying well above average. We're not saying goodbye to summer just yet with this 7-day forecast. The Klamath Basin, we'll see some chilly mornings, but those afternoons looking pretty warm, especially once we get past tomorrow. Highs in the 80s. Up into the mountains, staying dry even through next weekend. No signs of rain, but we'll keep an eye on things if things do change. But all in all, this summer-like stretch continues. Mid 80s for tomorrow in the Rogue Valley and highs of around 90 on Tuesday. More 90s even later in the week.